Right, here we are, ready to go. It's Sunday evening, 7 o'clock, or just nudging it, so we have two games scheduled in the US Open, round 2 matches. We've got Cue Ball 70 against Mojo, or mojicus, and we have Magician scheduled against Chicu. Same thing, round 2 to 16. Now the only slight problem is I don't see Chicu in the lobby, so these two matches are running at the same time, so hopefully I was going to go into one room and keep an eye in the other room and see what was happening, but it looks as if we might just have one going ahead unless Chicu turns up. He's got 10 minutes to get here, the rooms are up, and Cue Ball 70's gone into the room. Mojo is still in another room, and likewise he's got he's got 5 minutes to get in the room. And if Chicu doesn't turn up, then Magician will be advanced provided he stays in the room. So Mojo looks as if he's about to join the room, and we will nip into that match. Both players going to lag off. Another quick reminder, race to 16, there is no jump queues in this tournament, and it is alternate break. Just check the stream's okay. Okay at the moment. So Cue Ball 70 won the lag. He's broke off. Cue Ball 70, Les Duffy, one of the original VP players as far as I know. He's been around as long as I've played the game, but he doesn't get to play much online, although he does play a lot. Well, I've seen him mentioning on Facebook he's playing quite a bit of real pool. I believe he was born in England, now lives in the States. I might be wrong, but I think I'm right. And Mojo is from England as well. Right, let's well, in fact, we'll just wait, because the message will come up in the chat anyway that that Magician has been advanced if Chicu doesn't turn up. So on paper, Cue Ball 70 should be the strong favourite for this match. But as you know, it's a race to 16, and it's just about hanging in there for Mojo. Mojo can pot a ball. Gets the kick. Of course, the 3's tied up with the 9, so the difficulty here's getting up to that 3 and trying to move it, especially with the 7, the 6 and the 8 ball stuck there. So the 9 ball can be used as a stopper. Let's have a look. I don't think he's going to be doing anything there. Well, it's actually behind the 9 slightly. So he's went for a slam dunk, hoping for a lucky break. If Mojo can get the cue ball, well, he's stunned it and just killed it. Should have been trying to get that back up into the table to leave the pot in the 4, so he's left the bank. He sent it to the jaw. That's the type of thing that Mojo needs to cut out the game. He needs to take these chances if he's going to give Les a game. Of course, it's only the first rack, but long time players of EP, it doesn't take them long to get warmed up and find the speed of the table. So, cue ball 70 wins the first rack. We'll do a quick check. And just check my little doodle's working. Yep. And Mojo gets a golden break. As far as I see, he's too busy fiddling with a little doodler. There's another one. This time it's for cue ball 70. That was the other rule that I forgot to mention. It's normal 9 ball as far as the golden break goes. There's no spot money. Spot money tournament like Friday night 9 ball. The 9 ball comes back up on the table if it goes in on the break. So very quickly, and within the space of a few minutes, it's now 2-1 to cue ball 70. 4 and 5 tied up. Is that the 4 or is that the 8 ball? I can't see from here. I think it's the 4. Yeah. Much better if this room had the TV balls in it, where it's the pink 4. Much easier to pick it out, especially with my eyes. So a bank here on the 1. It looks good. But no joy in the 3, I don't think. Maybe looking to push this safe somewhere. Try and maybe skim off the 3 or play a combo. That's what he went for. Combo in the 7 in the middle. Well, it's about, what time is it? It's about 8 minutes has gone and we haven't seen a message come up on the screen, so that match may well have gone ahead. Let's have a look at the bracket and see how things stand then, just to double check. So there's the Chicu Magician match there, but there's no score in it. So maybe it is a 10-minute wait, I don't know. Anyway, check the, oops, wrong button, check the lobby chat. No messages have gone up there either so far. Anyway, we'll worry about that. If it is going ahead, we'll keep an eye on the score. Almost flipped to 5, but he's scratched, so this rack should be gone. Well, he's got to come up into the middle of the table, unless he wants to leave the 6 long. Yeah, he's just going to squeeze it past the 9. Oh, a flash at the 6 ball to stun across. We've seen it all the time. Any power shots in Virtual Pool 4 on these tables and tournament pockets, if they're offline and they hit the jaw, they stay out. And Mojo got far too much spin in that. He's still got a cut, but he's doing the old thing again. He's doing what a lot of players do. He's just rushing shots. You need to slow down, take your time, get yourself set for the shot before having a blast. And it's now going to be 3-1. Well, it's going to be a forfeit then. I'm surprised though. I still haven't seen I don't know what the entry to the room time is. I thought it was 5 minutes, unless it's been set to 10 or 15 minutes. Once the room appears, I need to check and see that in the rules again. Well, we've got a messy table now, but good cover there if Mojo just puts that one ball. Well, he's banked it. I don't think he played the bank. He can stop the cue ball and send it 2 up the table, but he's lashing out at shots here. I don't know whether Mojo's trying to be aggressive, but it's not working. He needs to settle himself down, because he's going to get picked off here. He's just playing into cue ball 70's hands. Got to start making problems for him rather than just giving him easy starters. And you can see that cue ball doesn't play a lot of EP4 nowadays. Doesn't play a lot at all. Well, can he get the cut, or is he going for the combo? Well, the cut is very thin, and he wasn't near the combo. I think he's got away with it though. That's going to scratch. So here's a perfect opportunity to settle down, pot this 5, get down in the 6, take the 7 into the right middle. Make sure you don't block yourself off in the 8 ball. And you've got a rack back. That's the plan. Now just a little stun, or a little top, and get the cue ball up there. Now that's a good enough angle just to skim off the 9. Might even miss the 9. Right, so you just drop the 8 ball in dead weight, so the cue ball doesn't run away, and then roll the 9 in. That's the way to do it. That's what you should be doing. So he's back to trailing just by 1, and he has the break. So Mojo breaking off in rack number 6. Couple of balls going in. Well, he's got a shot in the 1. A little awkward. The cue ball's going to come out into the table for the 4. Now this needs a good positional shot, and it's about controlling that draw. Well, he's missed the 4, and he's got on the wrong side of the 5. I don't know what angle he had there. Obviously the angle wasn't great, but he's got lucky. Well, he's got a choice now. Ball in hand. Can play the combo or the little billiard, or he can go for 3 fouls. Once again, sloppy from Mojo. He should be in trouble here. That's not going to get to the rail. So, ball in hand again. This time he should be playing either the combo or the snooker, one of the two, but he has to take his chances. Now he's finished dead on the 4 ball. Well, punch the 4 up the table and leave the cue ball there. Well, that's one way of getting it safe. Not the way I'd have played it, but, well, it's a thin cut. It's come off the rail. Cue ball will be going for this. And certainly, if he's playing with a new mouse, he should have probably went through the setup process to get his mouse set. Get that sensitivity adjusted. Well, surely Chicu's turned up. Let's have a look at the bracket again. Where the hell's that match? Right, way down here. Hang on a minute. Have I misread the time or what? Where the hell's the thing in the bracket? I'll go at the top. Right, that's tomorrow. Right, that's the match that we're watching. Right, maybe it has forfeited. Right, let's keep going down till we find the damn thing. Allergies, Cobra. Z Karaoke, Seni, Mark Sharp, Chicu. Right, so he has forfeited. Magician's been advanced. Right, that takes care of that match then. I never saw a message coming up. I thought a message went up in the room. Ah, there it is. It just went up in the lobby, so it didn't come up in the room. Right, fair enough. Anyway, it's now 3 racks all. We can concentrate in this match because there's nothing else doing now. Well, that was a little cheeky attempt to combo the 9. Well, the 9's going in now. So 4-3, and the break goes back to Mojo. Mojo's got an edge on the 2, but that's a scratch. Yeah, he had to avoid that. And he's got a little nudge in off the 8. Now, if he can avoid the 9 somehow, he's got a possible... Well, it's now going to be a billiard onto the 6. He could play the billiard. Don't know whether he's even thinking about that. Doesn't look like it. And then again, looking at it, doesn't look set either. So the chance is gone. Now, can cue ball 70 run these balls and find his touch? Probably been doing a little bit of adjustment maybe increasing his sensitivity a bit. Well, he's overdone that by quite a margin. So we're just looking to tuck this away. But it's an easy kick. Is that, you're going to try and catch the edge? Oh, I'll tell you, his eyes are better than mine. Well, he's got the prize. Now, that 9 could go in off the 8. There you go. Commentator's eye. Perfect. Called it. There you go. So, the gap has now been opened. It's 5-3. And for once, the balls are dropping in the break. And there's a 1 ball on. Well, he's got to get the cue ball out here, because if he left himself straight, he's got more work to do to get on the 6. He's overdone it. So, is he going to try the jump? No, tell it lie. You can't. Well, that's the thing. You can't. There's no rule says you can't jump with your playing cue. You just can't use a jump cue. So here's Mojo's chance. Once again, the rule is don't leave yourself straight on this 8 ball. And he's done his best to leave himself straight on it. That's not great. He needs to get it out there. And he's almost, well, pretty much overcooked it. And that's what happens. Time and time again, we've seen it. There's a gift of a chance thrown away. And it's now 6-3. And like I say, cue ball 70's not really been made to work. You've got to use all the facets of the game to keep yourself in the game. It's not just about potting balls, it's about stopping your opponent potting them. You've got to get wise. And you've got to cut out the mistakes as well. That's going to be ball in hand. Now, what the hell does VP Monster want? And it's gone wrong as well. So the chances are there for Mojo. This could be another chance. And there it is. And this is a fairly straight 7. And in all honesty, shouldn't be a problem. Now this is just a little draw into this 8 ball just to kill the pace off it. Stop the cue ball running. He's let it run. Got the weight right though. So that's 1 back. Now down to 2. Delicate little 1 in the middle and a 2-8 combo coming up. He's just gone a wee bit more. Now he's off the line, it makes it a bit more difficult. Well, that's okay, sitting well in the 2. Now here's the one. You have to get the shot right. I think he's just almost got there. He's playing that far too hard. You've got to use your common sense. You leave that 4 ball from the distance there rather than trying something elaborate. And again, it's a chance more or less thrown away, but he's got away with it again. Here's a chance to get the cue ball behind that 9 ball, or at least on that top rail, and just tuck the 4 onto the side rail for a safety. And he's gone for the bank, and it's just an open table. Well, that's going to go safe. Now, how's the 6 ball looking? So we're seeing a bit of sloppiness here. One player's got the excuse that he hasn't played very much. The other's got the other one. The excuse, as far as I'm concerned, is he's not taking his time. Far too much of a hurry. And we've seen some wrong shot choices. Now, what's happened here? Well, I think that is extremely thin. I think he can get it though. Well, yet another chance for Mojo. He needs to keep himself in this, and it's chances like these he has to get. Well, it's an easy one. A gift, effectively, for cue ball 70, and it's back to 3, leading by 7 racks to 4. Now, if I wasn't in this, if I wasn't streaming this now, and if I wasn't being totally impartial, I'd be messaging Mojo to tell him to slow his game down and take his time and do a bit more thinking about his shot, because that's all it needs. That is all he needs to do, and stop giving away chances. Push out played. Once again, Mojo going for ambitious cuts. And he's left a 1 on. Still a bit messy. How's that 5 looking? Well, the 5 goes. It's tight, but it goes. Well, that's a big pocket where the 9 ball is. If he picks the angle, he could bank the 2 up onto the 9. He's went for the cut, but of course with that type of shot, you've no chance of getting in the 3. It's going to be a thin cut down the rail again. This time he hasn't got away with it. Well, I don't know whether he can smash into the 5 and nudge the 9 in. That's what he's tried. Oh, he's got it in the other pocket anyway, so 8-4. Yeah, that's exactly what they are, a pair of bangers. Well, we've got a 3-9 combo sitting there for whoever can get the 2 and get on this 3. Well, once again, that looks better as a billiard rather than a combo, because then the cue ball's not running around the table. Right, I think we've lost somebody. I think cue ball 70 has disconnected. We don't see his cue. We'll probably get the message in a second. Well, you've got to be fair. I mean, that is a point well made. The fact that he's got a new mouse, he hasn't set it up before the match, and he's bound to be struggling. That's one reason. That's one excuse. But then again, why didn't he do all of that before the match started? That's what I'd be saying. And it's taken a while for the server to kick in and tell us that he's actually left. Oh, he's back. Yep, he did already take the shot, but that's where the servers reloaded the game from. Well, the angle he's got there is actually better, because then he can just play the combo easy enough. Oh dear, well that is a shocker. Now, Mojo has to be careful. He can't see enough of the 3 to cut it. He's going to have to billiard the 9, and he could follow the 9 in. Yeah. So 9-4 to cue ball 70, and the push out's been played. And that's safe. I think we've seen more misses in this match, and we're not even anywhere near the end of the match yet than any other match I've watched so far. I think these pockets must be shrinking. Needs to watch the scratch here if he gets this flush in the back of the one, because he can roll into the pocket. Ah, he's corner hooked him. I think he has, or can he see it? Let's have a wee look. No, I think he can get to it, no problem. It's getting it safe that's a problem. Well, we're going to see a flashbang wallop on the 9 here. Now that was a good shot. Lined it up, played at a nice pace, and cue ball 70 is now into double figures. It's 10-4. It's a dry break. All the balls are there. Well, that 9 has left it awkward. Well, do you play safe or do you go for the bank? Well, he's went for it in the middle. Of course, he had an even more difficult shot in the 4 to follow if he'd got it. So this is a straight 3. Could possibly draw back with bottom English. And cue ball's doing his best to create problems for himself as well. And now he's well out of shape here. Can cut this into the right corner or cut it back. Needed it a lot thinner though. Now here's a chance again for Mojo. Now is he going to scratch? Yes he is. Well, ideally that should have travelled about another 6 inches left to make it easier. The cue ball's just got to move a bit more. So this 9 for 11-4. And there definitely isn't 11-4 in this match by the way the players have played. I mean, it should be a lot closer. It most certainly should. I mean, Mojo should be sitting there with about seven racks under his name at least. Well, this is going to be ambitious. A 2-9 combo. And all it's going to be is another opportunity for cue ball 70. Still got to deal with the 5 ball. It's going nowhere. He's got an angle though to bring this cue ball up into the 5 and the 7. But he's going to end up hooking himself. Needed a bit more power in that to get some movement if he could. Good safety. Oh, it's bouncing. Now that needs to slow down. Mojo, I don't think, can see enough of the 6 to pot it, but he can certainly kick it in off the rail. Got it too thick. Well, now you'd have to say it's a long way back for Mojo. Well, there's another chance for him though. Yeah, I don't know whether you can see my t-shirt. Wait a minute, because this is my Tesco Christmas t-shirt. Let me see if you can see it. What does it say? Here to help. Another lucky break for cue ball. And Mojo's getting the same luck. Reverse bank. No, the safety. There's a surprise. Well, Mojo can play the cross cut bank here. Cut it right onto the right rail and pass the 9 ball into that top left hand corner. But goodness knows what he's trying. This time though, the one's exposed. A wee bit too much juice in that one. Cue ball's just going the wrong way. That looks good pace though. That's well played. We'll have a quick look at the bracket after this rack because I want to check and see who, well, bearing in mind it's looking very likely that Cue Ball 70 is going to win this, I want to see who he's scheduled to play next. Right, so it's now 12-5. Get this thing to work. Let's have a look. That's the bottom of the draw. Where the hell is this match? Am I going past it all the time? This bloody bracket thing is so infuriating. All over the bloody shop. Right, let's start for the top and work our way down. Damn thing. Right, that's a Shibo match. Cue Ball 70, so well the bad news for Cue Ball 70 is that assuming he wins, which he looks very likely to do. He's going to be playing the winner of the Mal Yamaguchi-Taru match, and he's going to be well up against it in that. He's going to have to go away and practice, because either of those two players are going to tear him apart if he plays the way he's playing. But it's not over till it's over. Still keeping an eye in the bracket to see when Mal and Yamaguchi-Taru are going to arrange their match. That's the other thing to double check. Let's have a look at the top, because if we look at this part of the bracket, this is around 2 matches here. And if you look at the actual date at the top, you can see that they've got until December the 17th to get the match played. So that is a long way away. This is only, what, the 3rd? This is the 3rd of December. Oh, this bracket is shit. This is probably one of the worst things about it, the way it messes about. I've never liked it from day one. I mean, the thing is that he's got these highlighted, so if you click on the yellow, it shows you where they go to in the won-loss side and all of that crap, but it's no good for navigation. So when you accidentally touch these yellow boxes, you get dragged all over the bloody place. Right, there it goes again, look. That's shit, for want of a better description. And it's going to go again, now that I'm trying to get up the right hand side. And it keeps going. Right, enough of that, that's doing my head in. Where are we? It's still, it's 12:05 now. Well, it's going to be a 6-9. So cue ball 70 is now just 3 racks away from a matchup with the winner of Mal and Yamaguchi-Taru. That match has the potential of being a very good match, but there's a couple of things about the way the tournament's set up that that favours Yama, and there's also things against Yama in the match against Mal. Mal is going to be without the jump cue, which is, you know, he does use it very well. Yamaguchi-Taru doesn't have a jump cue anyway, so that won't bother him, and he doesn't have a playing cue, he just plays with a house cue. Where Yama is strongest is the fact that he kicks very well. He uses the diamonds very well. His problem though is not having a break cue. He doesn't get a good spread in the balls in the break. Where that works in his favour is that Mal is going to have to do a lot more work to get racks if these balls don't break good. Mal's going to break the balls good because he's got the break cue, so it is, to me, it's a very even match. It's very difficult to call it. And because Mal's so used to using the jump cue, I honestly don't know how good he is at kicking, but we're soon going to find out. So a scratch from Mojo, ball in hand, to cue ball 70. That match hasn't been set yet. Let me have a look at the bracket again. Unless Mal's in the lobby or spoken to him recently. Let's have a look, because it's one of the top ones. Now that's Z Karaoke and Senny that's set for 7. When's that? That's a couple of days' time. Oh shit. Well, it's tomorrow at 2 PM. Now the unfortunate thing, guys, is that I'll be at work on my way home at that time. Yeah, you're right enough. Let's double check it. Yeah, tomorrow afternoon at 2 PM GMT. The unfortunate thing there is my shift finishes at 2 PM, and it will then be about 20 minutes to get home. 2 minutes to get the PC booted up. Another few minutes to get the XSplit game stream software up and running, and by that time the match could be like well on. I'll be able to get some of it. I won't be able to get all of it, but I might be able to get the most important part of it. I don't know whether Mal will record it so I can see it and stick it on his channel. Anyway, back to this match. It's 14-5 to cue ball 70. And now he's got a set of balls here that he should run out. And that's going very close. He's okay. How's the angle in this for? Well, he's bound to hit some here if he played anything rolling the cue ball, so that's why he's leaving it at distance. The 6 doesn't pass the 7, so he's either going to try and get this as straight as he can to leave the combo, or he's going to try and do something elaborate and get down the bottom end of it. And he's almost got there. Yeah, that's annoying. I would have loved to have got that match right from the start. The 2 PM GMT, I'm guessing, is at least probably about 10 PM at night Tokyo time. I know that they're at least 7 if not 8 hours, possibly 9 hours in front of GMT. Somebody that's watching the stream can check that on the time zones on Google for us. So cue ball 70 is going to get to the hill and needs just one more rack. My main criticism of Mojo is he's in too much of a hurry. He's not taking his time and he's not thinking. His strategy wasn't there. You need a strategy against these guys to try and keep yourself in the game. And he hasn't taken any of the chances he's had. He's had a whole handful of chances to make this a much more respectable score. That was a good cut. It needs to keep bouncing though. And there's another easy starter. No shot in the 3 though. This is where you thump it and you just try and draw the cue ball up to the behind the 3 somewhere, so you can at least play it. All you're trying to do here is just hide a ball, whether it be the cue ball or the 3. And he's hitting the cue ball. Even that shot there is the type of things that is the type of shot that's missing from Mojo's game in this match. If he'd played 1 or 2 good safeties, and if he'd taken his time, the score would have been a lot better. So, can cue ball run the remaining balls to seal his place in round 3? It looks very like to be the case. Let's get the cue ball up to the right middle pocket, or just beyond it. So cue ball 70 has huffed and puffed and crashed and banged and found his way into round 3, and he wins the match by 16 racks to 5, and Mojo moves over to the 1-loss side. That match lasted 56 minutes. Let's have one double check at the bracket, see if there's anything. I don't think there's anything else on tonight. I think we're pretty much over and out for what we're going to see tonight. Right, December the 4th is tomorrow. That one's December the 6th. Magician has been advanced to round 3. And that one's for Tuesday, December the 5th. So, and that's between Wink at Me and Biggs. So that is it, folks. It's all over for tonight. And, well, I'm going to try my best and get in and catch some of that match tomorrow. But until then, thank you for watching, and I will see you again